Hey guys, I guess I'm on here. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Ah. Got me some Coke Zero to drink tonight. Pour this up. How everybody doing tonight? Oh, hey, sweetie, how are you? How are you feeling? Yeah, I call myself announcing it, of course. Hi, how are you doing? I'm having to read sideways, so Lord have mercy. Me and this thing. Hopefully, I'm at least upright this time. But anyway, how everybody doing today? How everybody Thursday going? Y'all, tonight I just got a little snacking to eat. I don't know if y'all ever had these, but I went to Walgreens and got me some of these little nice hot wings, honey barbecue, and some cheddar bacon potato skins. And I have that, and I have a little blue cheese for my dressing if I start getting on y'all nerves with my chewing. And I got some celery, of course. You know I love me some celery. Sometimes it just hits the spot. Yes, it does. I don't know how to change it where you can see the comments upright. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Stephanie. How y'all doing tonight? Having a pretty good day, I hope. My day was pretty busy. I haven't said any grace, so excuse me for a moment. Heavenly Father, thank you for something about to receive no somebody in Christ's name, amen. I had I have blue cheese in there for my dressing. I'm going to put a little ranch on these potato skins. I was just about out. So I had to turn the bottle upside down. Y'all know how that is. Turn the camera around. You know, once you do it, they say the orientation is locked. So I think I will be upside down. Not real sure why. But it's like, am I upright to you all or, you know, horizontal, or am I vertical? How am I on the screen? Rotate the device back. Child. I'm sideways. Let me see if I can get this thing here right. Me and this thing here. How's that, y'all? Am I upright now? I can't tell how I am. I'm still sideways. It looks good now. Okay, I got it, Stacy. Thank you, Inga. Child, me and this thing here. I'm technologically challenged, I see tonight. What y'all having tonight for the snack? Y'all having something good to eat? Apple chips. Okay, Chicken and With the Hills family. Where you been? I hadn't seen you in a while. You been putting up some videos? I see you done changed your name on your channel. Oh, that fish and chips sound good. I haven't had good fish and chips since we moved back to the States. Long John Silver's and Captain D's just not it. Crackers and tea. I hope they're sweet crackers, not just some saltines. I hope not. We used to eat like the tea biscuit kind, like those thin type crackers. Is that what you mean? So I had a day of training, y'all. I've been training somebody all day to be my backup when I'm off. Oh, well, you fancy. You make your own, so I know they're good. I know they're, yeah, sweet crackers. What we used to call tea biscuits back in the day. Did everybody work today? Sausage and stewed tomato. Ooh, that okra and corn and homemade biscuits. That sounds good. Okay, well, I'm glad to see you back. I'm going to have to check you out when you put some new stuff up. But I liked you before, so. But I know what you know, trying to kind of find a niche for yourself. I do understand that. Mm-hmm. She's doing it real good. So did everybody work today, or do y'all work during the weekend, had a weekend off? I'm always so envious of people with government holidays, because they off tomorrow. I don't know if these kids out of school or not, but I sure hope so, because it sure does be nice on the traffic. They get a lot of days out of school, though, to me. More days than we ever did. Are you? I have a couple of family members that are disabled. One of my cousins, I've been trying to send him a little love offering when I can. He's going through trying to get his disability started. It's so difficult in Tennessee. You know what? It's a blessing when family members, that's a blessing that you're there to help your daughter. Hey, Tony, I'm doing great. How are you doing today? Praise God, you're right. You know, if I had to, I would do that shift. But I guess it's good she can get her kids ready for school in the morning. But I don't know if I would like the 3 to 11 shift, because, you know, you wake up and it kind of takes up your whole day. Hey, Minnie Mouse, how are you doing today? It takes up your time, takes up your day, but I'm sure she has a day off. Well, Inga, I hope you had a relaxing day. Yeah, there's so much going on in this world now. I tell you, it's just a blessing when you can be with your own family, because people are just doing terrible things. But you try not to focus on that. We talked about that today with the latest church shooting. You try not to focus on the bad, because I was talking to someone about how Memphis is. You know, we have crime here, you know, but the sad part about it is 98% of people going on, living a happy life, living their day, doing great. And, oh, that chili sounds good. It's kind of cool here, but not cold yet. But I can eat chili all year. And it's sad that the 1 or 2% of clowns, I guess that's in everything, always get the notoriety, and it makes it look bad. And people, you know, a lot of times, you know, I drive for Lyft part-time, and they're like, oh, the city's nice. You know, you just tell them, yeah, be careful. I live here, and there's places I won't go sometimes. So, just like any other city, it comes with the good and the bad. So, but it's unfortunate that people decide, but you don't know what goes on. When people commit these crimes, people be saying, oh, they were nice and kind, and they probably were. You just never know what happens, and they snap, and then you just have to continually pray. Hi. I thank you so much. Child, that's what you gotta clean this chicken now. You can't be saving none. Gotta clean the bones. That's how you eat it. I was watching this little baby, and she was eating. This was an Asian baby on one of the mukbang things, and she was cleaning that bone down to the core. I'm like, you better get it, girl. But anyway. So anybody cooking big for the holidays? Oh, my day was pretty good. I've been training somebody all day. You like Wingstop, Talisa? Child, they all right. They not my favorite hot wings. But you know what? I can say that just about for anything, because most of the time when you eat hot wings and stuff, it's going to be a restaurant in your city that's just not a chain. That's probably your favorite. So, there's a couple of local places here, but I do go to Wingstop occasionally, and it's one I'll eat, what's them, Little Caesar's wings, too. And Pizza Hut has good hot wings. Hey, how you doing? I'm probably going to get somewhere and go to sleep. I hadn't been doing too good this week. You would think that with the hour. Is anybody else like me? Yeah, I got a P.O. box. Now, I normally, it might be in the last few videos. Might be in the last few videos that I posted the link. I have to remind myself to go check it tomorrow, too. I try to check it at least one day. Hi, Kelly. How are you today? Thank you. I forgot what I was saying. I could lose my train of thought real quick. But, yeah, it was pretty good. Just a hectic day at work. So, anybody cooking a big Thanksgiving dinner? My daughter called me. Oh, my daughter's doing fine. Somebody posted that a few minutes ago. She's doing fine. She's been working a lot. Y'all, I was happy to hear because I've been on her. I've been on her, not on her, really. I want her to go ahead and go to grad school because she needs to, like she's had a year out. And like I told her, you need to prepare yourself to start taking the CPA. So you need 150 hours, right, to take the CPA, to sit for a CPA. So I said, you may as well go ahead and get your graduate degree because you're only going to need 6 more hours to finish it. So you might as well just go ahead and get your graduate degree. So she told me the other day, and I'll just mention it casually here and there because she's 23 now. And I'm like, before you get serious in a relationship, start thinking about getting married and having a baby. She says she's not, but we all said that at first. And I'm like, you need to go ahead and get this done because that's going to take away and distract you. You're not going to have time to be focused on that. So she said the other day, Mom, I'm going to go and take the GMAT. I said, thank you, Jesus. Hi, Miss Ree. How you doing? Because, you don't want to push them. And sometimes you don't know if they listen to you or not. But I guess she listened. Hey, happy Thursday, Liz. How are you today? So I was glad she listened. And I hope she get herself back in school and get herself together for January enrollment. But I know the feeling, too. When you've been in school this constantly, you hate to do the study. Is anybody here in school? I keep saying, you live in New Albany, Indiana. Oh, my brother moved to Kentucky. I've been saying I'm going to go to Kentucky. I've never been there. That's one place I've never been. Well, there's several places I've never been, but places in the States. I still have a few states I want to visit. Yeah, you got to get some. Child, these ain't nothing. I'm going to tell you the truth. And this is a good little meal just for one person. I think it's like, I didn't put them all on my plate. I think it's 7 came in here. Little portions. And they only $2.99 at Walgreens. So a lot of times, like, I'll go for lunch. I'll be running late and I'll get there. We have a toaster oven in our kitchen at work. So I'll just throw them in a toaster oven and eat this for lunch sometimes. And they look like they're adding to the collection. My daughter turned me on to these potato skins. And they're actually pretty good. You get 6 in a box for $2.99. Have you heard of Church on the Rock? No, I haven't. Some of the bigger churches out here are like, oh, that's so sweet. More than welcome. I love their little channel. Tell them to keep doing it. It's going to grow. Mississippi Boulevard is a big church. Hope Presbyterian. Hi, Kimberly. How are you tonight? Bellevue Baptist is huge. Life Church. I'm going to have to look them up. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I'll have to look them up. Keith Rogan. I wonder if they have an online broadcast. A lot of these churches have an online broadcast. One of the subscribers, Jules, she invited me out to her congregation. She's actually in Memphis. Oh, they're full gospel? Oh, okay. I'll try them. I generally lean now more towards non-denominational. But I do like First Baptist Broad. I like their minister, Keith Norman. I like him a lot. But we went to this conference on Friday to this church called High Point. Now, their minister, he reminded me, one of my coworkers, so he was getting on his nerves. But he reminded me a lot of Joel Osteen. You know, he was getting real emotional and started tearing up. But you know how men are. They don't like that sometimes. So I thought it was funny. I said it didn't bother me at all because, you know, I'm used to Joel will start crying in a minute on his broadcast. But anyway, yeah. So how's the weather? What part of town you all are from? I would imagine it has gotten cool in New York. It's kind of cool here. I always kind of like it. This time of year, I was glad, though, that the trees and stuff are falling off the tree. The leaves, are falling off the trees, and they're always so pretty to color, but then you hate to be tracking leaves everywhere. But at least they came the other day, and they cleaned up all the leaves. Ooh, it's snowing. Well, Sally, baby, you can keep that. Now, 70 is nice. Yeah, right, it's cold in Florida. Probably like 70 degrees, and you're saying it's cold. But I know compared to probably Florida weather, it probably is cool to you. You know, I posted a lot on Facebook. I used to post a lot of recipes on Facebook. And I just might, but I don't cook for Thanksgiving anymore. Since I've been divorced, well, I cook, but it's not traditional. My daughter, she never ate Thanksgiving food. She don't like stuffing, dressing. She can't really care for turkey. And when I could eat a lot of cheese, she can't stand macaroni and cheese. She's a typical child, like a lot of junk food, but she will eat greens. Ooh, 20 to 30 in New York. That's the one thing I don't miss living up north. Last year we had steak and lobster tails. But she calls me making this bright announcement, right? Saying, oh, thank you, Sally. Mama, we need to go to the DoubleTree. I'm like, for what? Yeah, they have a Thanksgiving brunch. It's always some okie doke she set me up for. Well, most of the time, the Thanksgiving brunches are $40. I'm not really interested in going to no $40 brunch for a buffet. So I told her no. Maybe we can go eat some seafood or something. If I'm going to pay $40 or $50 for a meal, I want to eat something I really want. And I'm not real sure that the buffet is what they're going to have. You know, some of these buffets be really good. But I'm like, no. So I told her, either I'll do some seafood boil or do some more steak or something, or She always had these bright ideas of what I can cook. That's what we now at work. I think it don't even bother me to have it anymore because that it's nice to do non-traditional for Christmas, but because they have it at work. I think our luncheon's next week. And they have, oh my God, all the Thanksgiving food. And I know what we normally do on Christmas. We have also a luncheon for Christmas. But what they'll do, they'll either do barbecue, which they do this barbecue place called Germantown Commissary. It's well known here. And either they'll do that or Swanky's. So we either have, we know it's going to be Mexican food or either barbecue for Christmas at work. So I'm like, honey. But it's just the two of us and sometimes my brother. Now, we will ride down to the casino sometime and do the buffet because it's like $20. So sometimes when he wants to, because he always works the holidays. He works international. He works for the same company I do, but he works for one of the opcos. And he works in the international part, so they don't really have days off like that. But he's full-time and stuff, so he gets paid extra when he works. But he volunteers to work, on the holidays, because he said he know that, he doesn't have any children or wife, and he knows that they generally want to be off with their family and kids. So that makes it quite nice. Sally, Kim asked, where in Michigan are you at? Where are you at in Michigan? I think, do y'all watch Too Nappy? I think her and her husband, David, I think they, stay in Michigan. Y'all, if y'all haven't checked out the channel, I'm sorry if I missed y'all. The Hughes family, he has a channel. Kimberly has a channel. Cochran, she has a channel. She is so lovely. She shares her family. She's getting ready to have another baby. A grandbaby, that is. I'm sure she says, shut your mouth when I say a baby. But she's getting ready to have another grandbaby. And Inga Loves Life. She's so sweet. She has a channel as well. So if y'all get a chance, check them out. They're so sweet. Yeah, I thought Too Nappy was in Michigan. I'm not sure what part, though. Oh, you're going to have to spoil them to death. I'm like, that is so good. Steak and potatoes. Now, on New Year's, I'm going to get somewhere and sit down because, y'all, it's so busy here. And I don't know if I'm going to drive because I've really slacked up on my driving for Lyft and Uber. But I normally try to drive on New Year's Eve because there's so many people. They have a shortage of drivers, taxi cabs, and there's so many people out drinking and driving. But then you just get to a point where you don't even want to be out yourself. And so I don't know if I'm going to drive this year. I've really slacked up on driving, and especially this week. I normally get up around 5 in the morning. The other morning I woke up late, so I didn't get out. But I try to take a few rides. I take a few regular passengers to their job, and then I'll cut off. I'll start like at between 5:15 and 5:30 driving. And then I'll cut off around 7:30. And I'll go to my job. I try to get to my job by 8:30. But I cut my apps off for driving. Only thing about that, I get apprehensive sometimes because you never know where you're taking somebody when you pick them up on airport runs. And I can't be getting too far away, from work because I can't be, that's just part-time. Honey, I guess I got used to it when my daughter went to school. She always went to a 7:30 school, and it was like I'd have to go start this whole process with her, fixing her breakfast and stuff. So while she was in college, I still was working, hustling, for money. But I think the older I get, the more I'm like, well, forget this mess. You just don't want to be doing it. It wears you out. wears thin on you after a while. And sometimes, like I said, you would think this week, and normally, like when we fall back, I'm pretty upbeat. I'm like, ooh, thank you for that extra hour. Child, I've been like, oh, God, is it time to go to work? So just dragging. I've been dragging this week, I'm telling you. Well, I guess if I would take my butt to bed. But what I do, I'm going to tell you what I do. I come home, right, and I have every intentions of just sitting there. Hey, Queen Ray, how you doing? Queen Ray also has a channel, you all. And I come home and I sit down. You know how you eat your dinner and you sit down, and the TV is on or something's on, and I end up dozing off, and I may sleep an hour and a half or so. I don't know. And by the time I wake up, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning before I can get back to sleep. And I've been taking that melatonin. I don't know, it has me kind of groggy in the morning. So I don't know, and then I'm still not able to get to sleep like I need to. You know what, I'll try to do lives more often. Like I said, just getting myself together to do them. You know, and I know this probably wasn't a good time for everybody, because I know people get off their jobs and they try to go to work. Hey, Brent, how you doing? Yeah, this is snacks. This snacks, Brent. This is snacks. That's all this is. These are some little mini hot wings and some potato skins. Well, it's appetizers. I should have said appetizers. You were looking for some chips. No, couldn't do the chips. Couldn't do the chips. Hi, viewers of you. Y'all, this lady here is hilarious. She keeps me laughing, honey. Viewers of you, y'all need to check her channel out. She had me had my side hurt half the time. I tell you, I really enjoy you. How you doing? But I tell you what, it's just amazing how this year has flown by. The older you get, and I guess it's so true what your parents tell you, the older you get, you just, time flies by so fast. Hey, Shorty Mac, how you doing? We're already at the darn end of the tail of the year. And I'm like, good. Do you remember when you was in school, you was just so in a hurry? Me and the guy on the elevator was talking about that. Hi, Candace, how you doing? How's your pregnancy coming? How you feeling, love? I hope you're doing better and able to eat something good. You know, I know after you get through that first part of the trimester, whew, I tell you the truth, I'm not ready for any of this. And Christmas is upon us. I can't stand shopping for Christmas. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm almost chickening out of doing anything. But my daughter wants to get out. I'm going to send her probably for, I know, man, if we could just go back a few do-overs. I tell you, when you're young, you don't realize the value of your childhood. I guess it's to always say when you're in it, that it didn't hit me till my 30s. I better savor every moment of this, you know. And you hear about people so young, just enjoy. I tell people, enjoy your life. Be thankful for every day that you are blessed with, because a lot of people didn't have that this morning. I mean, you're talking about people that are younger and younger. You know, I want to live a long life, but you just don't know what God has in store. But I'm intending to enjoy every little bit of it I can that He blesses me with. And I encourage you. I had got out of, course, you make sacrifices for your children when you have them, but so I don't mind that. You know, I had her. She didn't ask to be here, so I did what I had to do as a mother. But now I tell her, you know, I'm going to make sure that I take the time out to do something for me every year, because when it's over, it's over. So take some time out to do something with yourself. Tell the people in your life that you love them. You know, my dad, I don't know about y'all, but we grew up, we wasn't real. You just had to presume that you were loved because of how they, you know, of course, took care of you. But we didn't express that to each other as siblings. And so that has been a difficult time. I try to do it with my daughter. It's been pretty easy to do it with her. But it's still somewhat awkward, I guess, because we wasn't raised that way. A lot of affection and stuff. it's still kind of difficult with my siblings, you know. And sometimes we say it to each other. We're like, "Yeah, I love you, brother. I love you, sister." We're like, "Is something wrong with you? Are you sick?" You know, that's kind of silly, isn't it? But I know we're like, "Are you all right?" You know, because it's just so out of the norm for us. You know, we didn't grow up in a family where it was hugs and stuff a lot. So, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine being pregnant. But at least it's cool now. Oh, that's sweet. I think it's so nice when families are so affectionate and show each other love and stuff and tell each other. Because once you do, I'll tell you, I know my father loved me. My father raised me. And I know he loved me, you know, now. But, you know, it's just kind of like you don't question, you, you question it. You know, like, I'll be like, I didn't know. I didn't have that understanding until after he passed. And then I had gotten a lot older. You know, that was his way. He just was a hard man. You know, and his way of showing love was just providing for his family. He was extremely strict on us girls, especially because he was strict on all of us, but he was extremely strict on us girls. We were just clueless as all outdoors when we left home. But he was a minister and in the military, so we just had a double whammy, you know. But I know that, you know, just providing for his family showed that he loved us. Oh, thank you, Brian. Yeah, I think I'm tired. My mother, I think she probably tired of gift cards. She's having a hard time since she's retired. The arthritis has hit her in her back, and she really wants to go to Vegas. She loves, you know, she gambles here and there. She's, you know, she goes. I might take her down to Tunica, Mississippi, where they have a casino. And she goes to, she likes to play the slot machines. You know, she thinks she be doing something. Y'all, she don't be doing nothing over there. I just be giving her money away. But it's joy. You know, you done worked all your life. You go and do it. You only go a couple times a year. So if you lose $100, that's your business. I don't mind taking her. But she really wants to go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. My brother has been several times. We went to the Department of Defense Schools. Oh, thank you. We went to the Department of Defense Schools. So what they do for children that graduated from Lake and Heath, England, and Department of Defense Schools, Vegas has been the spot. I know for the last 3. They have the class reunion there. My brothers went and he's just telling me how great it is. So now I'm going to go and my daughter, so we're going to go for October. October we're going to go. Thank you. We're going to go for October, and I hope we're going to go during the week because my brother said now, he always goes on the weekend, but he says it's less headache during the week, and you can kind of, it's cheaper during the week to go to Vegas then. So I think we're going to do like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I wish my mother could get up to the point where she could kind of go, and so she could really enjoy it, and she can just go up and down from the room to the casino floor. We stayed at a nice casino, and she can just kind of enjoy herself for those few days. So I'm hoping she get herself to the point where she can get up and at least do that. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, everybody, my coworker, he goes, well, he has 2 trips a year. He goes, so he gambles though. He gambles really big. He wins really big too. Yeah, I go in there right to his office. This is my old director. I'm under somebody new now, but it's the same department. So I go in his office, right, and I tell him, you know, when I go to the casino, he asks me when I play. I said, well, sometimes I play a little blackjack. Now that's a blessing. You want your children to have somebody good in their life that do not mistreat them and that loves them. That's what every parent wants, you know. And it's no shame in being a single parent. You know, I don't tell my full story, but I had my first child at the age of 19. When I left home, I was so naive. And it's not that I didn't learn how people get pregnant in health class, but it just didn't even, I just was clueless. I was real dumb. Now I'll just tell anybody. So I got pregnant, but it was a blessing. I didn't know it was a blessing at the time. But I had a son. He passed from sudden infant death syndrome in 3 months. I don't want to talk about anything grim, you know, but you have to. Yeah, I was mad at God for a long time. And I know people go through things, you know, because I couldn't understand how I didn't want to be pregnant and how you get to that point. And then when you accept it and you had a child and then God take him back. So it taught me how to approach death and understand that, you know, we all on borrowed time, and God loans our loved ones to us briefly, and we are to appreciate them while they're here. So it's no shame in being a single parent. And 6 years later, I got pregnant, and I just wasn't going to put up any foolishness, and I ended up with my daughter. But God blessed me with my husband, who was a good man, and even after we divorced, he still kind of hung in there and did what he had to do for her. So, girl, I might turn it out. I told my daughter, she said, "Oh, Mama, you so embarrassing." You know, told her, "Girl, I'm gonna make them rain. I'm gonna make it rain." Oh, thank you. It's been several years. He would have been 29 this November. My daughter is 23. And so I was a nervous wreck when I had her. Girl, I used to watch her all the time. My husband used to say, "If you don't go to sleep and get you some rest, But you have to learn in life to accept what God allows. I tell you, you have to learn. And, I tell you, it was hard after I got divorced. Because my husband is not her biological father, but he still did for her because her father didn't pay a dime of child support. But you know what? I never held that against him, and I always made sure she knew his side of the family because they're huge. Huge. There's 8 of them like it is us. And I never stopped him or, held a grudge against him because that's his cross he has to bear for not doing for her. But God blessed her with somebody in her life that loved her and did right by my child. But it's hard, I tell you, to raise these kids out here. But I tell you what God will do for you. He will. Honey, it's just a testimony. I can tell you, it's just a testimony how when I didn't think I was going to make it, God sent an angel right here on this earth. Girl, yeah, honey, my daughter going to wear me out on these. But don't get me wrong. I love cruising myself. But my daughter act like it's the best thing going since sliced bread. So I get 4 weeks of vacation a year, right? Which I only take like a day here, a day there. Last year was the first time, I think, since my daughter was in school and since I've been at this company, was only the second time I had taken a week straight off. So I told her, now she's graduated from college and she's moved out, I will do 1 trip a year. And my brother had never been on a cruise. That was like my 3rd cruise. I told her I would do 1 trip a year with her. And it seems like she keeps on picking cruises. And then she know I can't stand to be on that boat for 7 days. I like a 5-day cruise, but she always picks 7 days. So we're going back in January. She's already picked for next year. We're going to January. And she somehow has managed to wiggle her way into the Las Vegas trip. No, you stay here. Because you know what? Like I said, these kids have their own money. God, I'm so thankful, y'all. Lord knows I am so thankful. And we had a talk with her, and she realized she is blessed. These children get out of school, and some of them can't find jobs. I'm so thankful she has a job. But I don't even care. I don't care how much money they make. They still want to spend your money. What's wrong with these children? I told her I think I spend more money on your okey-doke little slickness than you know. And it's always, I'm going to pay you back, Mama. I'm going to pay you back. I just sometimes don't ever see any payback. When is it coming? When is it coming? These kids, I tell you the truth. But anyway, I'm sure if y'all have adult kids, you know the same thing they do, probably to you too. It never gets old. But it's a nice blessing when you see your kids are self-sufficient and they can kind of take care of themselves. Her major was, praise God, accounting, honey. Oh, y'all don't, that's another story right there, Bryn. I told her, she kept saying she wanted to be, don't they, Kimberly, grown and still want to, hit your pockets. And now you got those grandbabies, they really going to tear you up. It's not going to be them, it's going to be the grandbabies because you're going to want to spend on them. I do that with my nieces and nephews. But her major was in accounting. She said she wanted to be a corporate tax attorney. So she was going to do her undergrad in psychology. Well, she had worked one Christmas holiday season at Honey Baked Ham. So all I did, I made the comment that, okay, that's all well and good. If you want to work, do psychology, you're going to be working at Honey Baked Ham when you graduate. And I just started laughing. Because she told me my job was boring. I'm a financial analyst. And that was my major. And I'm like, okay, you go right here. You have 3 grandkids. Yeah. It's nice when you can spend time with them, love them up, and send them back to their mothers, isn't it? I think I'm going to enjoy it if I ever have it. Because it's a responsibility raising children. It's a blessing, but it's a responsibility. Oh, chemical engineering. Oh, my God. That's a good one. That's a good one. I tell you, yeah. Luckily, she got a mentor. She got a mentor because I think I wasn't convincing her. She got a mentor, right? And the mentor, they had an accounting degree and they were attorneys. And they told her the reason why they majored in accounting was because they were able to go to work and earn before they went to grad school and got their doctorate, to law degree. And so she announces to me like halfway through her freshman year, Mom, I think I'm going to major in accounting. And, you can't, you want to jump up and yell and scream and say, oh, thank you. But, I had to play it off. I said, oh, really? Oh, what made you decide that? I said, well, girl, that's good. And the inside, I'm doing cheerleading and flips and everything else. I'm like, thank you, Jesus, because I just can't deal with this. If this girl going to come back here and be working at some type of fast food place, because I done told her you're going to have to, you're not going to be able to take a break. You're going to have to go straight to grad school. And she see now some of her friends, close friends that was in school with her, they're waitering. There's nothing wrong with that because I did that coming up, waitering and waitressing. But it's a sin and a shame when you go to school for 4 years thinking you're going to come out to do something else. Hey, Tanya. And, quiet cheerleading. You're thinking you're going to do something else, and then you realize that I could have stayed out of school to do this. Hey, Miss Brenda, thank you. I love you, too. But, yeah, I tell you, honey, so when we got out, I got sick. I know I probably told this story before. Y'all probably heard this. She was going to school. She went to Oglethorpe in Atlanta. And I got sick and ended up in the hospital right after her graduation because I had done webbed y'all myself to death. And honey, it was horrible. Well, then I had a bad case of diverticulitis and I ended up staying in the hospital for 9 days. She was up there every day. She wouldn't touch me and wouldn't really do nothing, but she was up there looking at me. And so I think she got scared because she had said she was going to stay in Atlanta. I think she got scared to go back. Well, fortunately, I told her, I said, you go to work for a temp. You start getting used to some experience. And fortunately, she had done an internship while she was in college with this properties accounting firm. And so she got hired at a temp service right away through a company called Ledick. Yeah, it is. It is. Y'all, the engineering is hard for women and the finance is too, y'all. It's all men in my department. Most they've started really trying to diversify, so they're seeking women. And I went to a conference in Orlando last year, a finance conference, and it was, I know, a good 3,000 to 4,000 people there. Not a lot of women, not a lot of minorities. It just, I don't know what they can do to kind of recruit into those fields like engineering and finance to get women, in there. And I was the only woman in my department for a long time, but here lately they hired a couple of more women, and most of them don't have, only one is a CPA. She came from First Tennessee Bank. And the other one, she has like a technical skill. She's Indian. She's gonna be doing like some technical work. Hey, Princess T, how you doing? That's a blessing. And I'm telling you, I had to pay out the frame for my daughter, but luckily, it's a blessing when they honors and they can get money for school. Because she was able to get like $26,000 for her tuition, but room and board was $40,000 a year. So it was still pretty good. I was really pleased just to have that blessing of that extra money. But yeah, I tell you, you love on your kids and you just pray for them and pray they do well out in the world, and you just try to teach them right from wrong and try to teach them to be responsible. I don't know if y'all watch these financial, I called and gave her a lecture last night. Y'all probably do this for her. Oh, well, Northwestern is a great school. I called and give her a lecture, right? And I told her, because I'm watching Dave Ramsey, right? It's too late it's not too late for me, but I said, are you contributing to your 401k plan? Yeah, Mama, you told me this already. You know, I don't know. I tell her so much, I probably repeat myself 900 times. I'm doing good, Princess T. I hope you're having a good day. Kimberly, this is another one that went to Vegas. I saw Kimberly went to Vegas. Princess T went to Vegas and had her a good time, too. Yeah, Y'all just made me jealous wanting to go to Vegas. Ding, I'm going to pull the machine, y'all. And it's going to go off. Bloop, 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 bloop. I can dream. I'm going to speak it into existence. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. So I told her, yeah, you need to, because Dave Ramsey said if they start by the time they're 25, they can be millionaires by the time. Now, I don't know how much money that's going to be when she gets to be that age and how much value that's going to really be. So I said, you need to make sure that you've already started contributing to your phone. Mama, you already told me that. I'm already doing it. I'm doing this so much percent. I said, okay, when you get a raise, you just go ahead and put your raise in your 401k. You living like you're living fine now, just go ahead and put it in your 401k. Oh, Mama, yeah. I said, you need to start trying to invest here and there. So they have something. I don't know if y'all have this insurance called Aflac. I hear the commercial, the duck commercial all the time. I wish they had that at our job. They don't have it at our job. And I don't know if you could get it separate or something similar separate. I probably need to look into it. Because the older you get, you start thinking about, and when I was in the hospital, I really started thinking about if something happens to me, how's that going to affect my pay? Of course, I have short-term and long-term disability, but especially when you're single, you really start thinking about, I still have to cover my bills. So you start really thinking about your finances the closer you get to retirement. That's what I was telling one of the guys at work. I say, hey, Tyler, how you doing? Oh, you got Subway. A tuna. Yeah, tuna the bomb. Good night, Tanya. Yeah, that doggone Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to my trip, but yeah, I tell you, you start thinking about another stage of your life of what you have to prepare for. Aflac is good insurance. I'm gonna look. Hey, hi, Miss Sexy Lena. Yeah, you start thinking about all of that. As you move through stages in life, and it's just funny how you start to reflect on different things and how you need to prepare. Because with my daughter being an only child, I definitely don't want to be a burden on her. Oh, thank you. Look, my daughter, you make your daughter listen to mine. My daughter told me she can't stand this YouTube stuff. She won't even watch my channel. One of her friends was here from Atlanta. She said, oh, Miss Donna, I'm going to watch your channel. I said, well, baby, you go on. Then she said, Mama, that's right, because she called Mama sometime, too, the little girl, her little friend. And suddenly, so she watched my channel, and my daughter's rolling her eyes. Like I said, whatever, you're not going to kill my joy. I enjoy my YouTube, so I'm going to keep on doing it. So, well, Mama, yeah. And then her friends went, well, I support you. I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. You won't even subscribe. But, oh, well. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I tell you, these kids. But, they be embarrassed. I told you better enjoy me while I'm here. And I would tell anybody that if you have your parents, your family, your parents, you just don't know how much you miss your parents till they're gone. My dad was hard. Yes, he was. But since he was a parent that raised us, I'm probably, there were things now you wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You wish you could have said why they were here. Wish you could have done why they were here. So enjoy your parents. Make sure. And Lord knows, child, I know your parents can get on your last nerves. Because sometimes my stepmother and I grew up with her later in life. Child, sometimes I be saying, Jesus, God, please come in and to do something with her. Anoint her, Lord. She drive me crazy. But I just sit there, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You have a great day tomorrow, too. And I tell you, learn to just say, kind of grin and bear it and just appreciate them, because you know that once they're gone, they're gone. So if you still have your family, you relish them, relish your parents, and enjoy them. And remember, they wasn't always old. They made a lot of sacrifices for you growing up. And you do it because you love them. And I'm sure they did it because they love you, because you do it for your children because you love them. And you don't do it with any expectations, but you kind of understand that the older you get. I was telling one of my coworkers who was complaining about somebody young. I said, when you're young, you take a lot for granted. You think, you invincible. You think your parents gonna always be there. Then you get busy doing your thing, living your life. We've all done it. We've all been there. Like I said, it's just a stage in life. So you have to understand from their perspective also. But I tell you, when you get older, you realize the value of taking the time out to Hey Jules, how you doing? To spend with your parents and enjoy them, like I say, and relish in the moment and appreciate them. And sometimes as parents, I get frustrated because I don't do texting. I don't text. I text very little. And I told my daughter, so she will pick up the phone. But you have to understand their line of communication. It's like you're going to have to get yourself together, because this one word answers, but you kind of have to. And I guess we all had that moment where we were like, we didn't want to be bothered with our parents or whatever. And I know I do spend a lot of time with my daughter, and we do a lot together, but I try to understand from her perspective, being young, and looking at, remember back when it was my time and I was that age, and doing my own thing, because when I left home, I wasn't thinking about my parents. I talked to them every now and then. I was in they were still stationed in England, and I was over in North Dakota somewhere. I don't know how much popping you could do in North Dakota. But I was in North Dakota doing my own thing, living my life, being young. So I have to kind of realize sometimes when I get on her. But she will. One thing I'm proud of her, she goes every week to see her grandmother, and I'm proud that she takes the time out to do that. Sometimes they just sit there, and I go out there and they're just sitting around. She probably sees my mother more than I do. So I need to remind myself of these things also and do better. That's one thing that I need to work on doing myself and get better at. Because sometimes if you get so busy living, that's what I'm saying, it's only so much money you can earn. I'm still paying. That's why I've really kind of just slacked up on working these darn drive and Lyft and Uber, because, you work yourself to death and you don't have time to live. But yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I said I would be on an hour. And I'm sorry I got a little late. My internet wanted to act up tonight. It has a bad attitude and wants to work when it wants to. Does anybody else have that in and out internet? I did, and I thought maybe, when I had AT&T through the phone company, I said, this darn internet. Well, Tyler, I had some celery. That's probably all. Well, that might be all you would have eaten on the plate. And I had some of these from they sell them at Walgreens for $2.99 a box. A lot of times they'll run them 3 for $7. So I had some potato skins and I had some barbecue chicken wings. They're real good. And today, did I tell y'all? Because I've been from one subject to the next. Anyway, oh, thank you, Kevin. I'm so glad you stopped by. The nice brand, and I love the prices too. But I saw some fried pickles. I don't really like fried pickles, so I don't know if they're going to be good or not. But I managed to pick up 3 boxes. Of course, they wasn't on sale, but I'm still like $2.99 is not a bad price. I picked up some pop stickers. Because every time, does anybody watch QVC? Here I go with something else. Yeah, this internet service. I'm with darn Xfinity now, and it still goes in and out. I never heard of Sudden Link. Anyway, where was I going with this? They had some fried pickles. I don't know about how those fried pickles. Hey, KC Connection. I don't know about those fried pickles. And then they have the mozzarella sticks, fried pickles, and it was something else up there. They had the regular buffalo wings also. But anyway, like I said, I know what I was talking about. These pop stickers, right? They got these pop stickers. So I got a box of the pop stickers too. So I'm going to fix those because I got one little tray of tempura shrimp. left from Sam's. So I'm going to eat those tempura shrimp, and I'm going to fix those pop stickers that night when I have it. But I watch QVC, right? And what's his name? I can't think of his name. Oh, the food guy. You know, that be on Sundays and Wednesdays. See, it escaped my mind. Y'all, if y'all watch QVC, y'all know who I'm talking about. He always has these pop stickers, and he does the happy dance. You know, happy dance when he eats something good. So he's like, oh, happy dance, happy dance. And he always has these pop stickers when they have them on. I'm like, looking at them, and they always look so good. You know, they're hit or miss in the Chinese restaurant most of the time. But he always makes them look like, you know, they just the best thing going since sliced bread, honey. And so, oh, in the kitchen with, is it Dave? In the kitchen with Bob? In the kitchen, it's in the kitchen with somebody. Anyway, so, of course, I just really wanted to try some, so I hope this nice brand is pretty good. Hey, y'all, if y'all hadn't checked out Tyler Ramey, y'all know I love Tyler. Yeah. Y'all got to go check out his channel, and he doesn't. Tyler, where's Tony? Yeah. Tell Tony to get on. He does it with his friend Tony sometimes, but I love him when he's with Tony. I love him when he's not with Tony. Only thing, Tyler got those darn cats. He be mistreating his cats, y'all. He be trying to make them be on camera when they don't want to be bothered. Yeah, Tyler, I love me some Tyler. And so, yeah. How's Gray doing? You know, Gray really don't want to be bothered with Tyler. He be like, you don't get gone somewhere and leave me alone. Anyway, too funny. But y'all, yeah, so I tell you, it has been a day today, but it's Friday and it's upon us. Does anybody have a house? And how's your house stuff going, Inga? Are you getting any bites on your house, or have you just decided to take it off the market for a little while? Oh, that's right, because he's getting ready to almost call it in the season pretty much with after Christmas, isn't he? Oh, Sally, I'm so glad that you came along, and I'm so glad that I think you told me you watched Nova Scotia Living, and she told you, she's so smart, y'all. I wish I had her skills to do all that old canning and stuff. Every time I turn around, she canning something, baking something, doing something. Oh, well, sometimes you don't want that headache during the holidays, and the market may pick back up. You may get more foot traffic after the holidays. People probably have other things on their mind right now and not thinking about, doing a lot of moving. But I know you'll sell, and I pray that what God's will is for you happens, and that when it's time that you'll be able to sell and move on, to somewhere else. And I know it's kind of bittersweet sometimes when you have to decide to make, the sale and kind of move on to something better, but know that God has something better in store for you. That's all that is. Anyway, yeah, that's somebody else be doing some cooking. Miss Brenda, ooh, Jesus. She cooked one more thing. I'm going to have to come over there and snatch a plate. Yes, man, she be throwing down, y'all. I tell you, these mukbangs, you don't even be thinking about something. I was up one night late, right? And so I done kind of just stopped. I be watching I don't went back to watching couponing and stuff late at night. I watch mukbangs up during the day. Child, I tell you, you don't even be thinking about something to eat, and then you start watching them, and then the food be looking so good, and child, you go and get you some. I went in the kitchen one night. I'm up here fixing a whole meal. I said, what? I'm not even hungry. But of course I had a little bit. I took it for my lunch the next day when I fill up the cooking. I tell you. So now I watch stuff like couponing with Tony. I like her. And y'all, you would think I had a 99-cent store here in Memphis. It's not even a 99-cent store here. I be sitting up watching 99-cent store like I'm a house, like I'm getting ready to go. Just crazy as all outdoors. And I watched this lady called, I think her name is, let me think. It's CJY Money. And she is so hilarious. She always reviewing these products. It don't, that's just as bad because it makes me want to buy the stuff that she do a lot of like products and stuff. I tell you. Oh, and yeah, the Dollar Trees. Ain't that just crazy? Away Girl and did one. Princess T did them, and Hello Daisy Rain. I'm like, I'm just up in here. And then I saw you, Tyler, with the darn Christmas tree ornaments with your mom. You just embarrassing your mom. You know she didn't want to be on no darn camera. She's funny. Y'all look just alike. I tell you, but yeah, but this lady named CJ, she and I just get to, oh, I want to buy that. And I actually won something off her channel. I won like these cords. Casey Connection, do you have a channel? Do you have a channel? I'm trying to let everybody know who has a channel. Like I say, check out Miss Brenda. Of course, check out Tyler. Check out Inga Loves Life. And check out Kimberly. You all will not be disappointed. Miss Brenda. Y'all check. And hey, I'm going to have to check you out. I haven't seen any of your videos. So I'm going to come to your channel and visit you, Casey. Y'all check out Casey's channel and try to support her. Yeah, that darn Tyler, he already got his Christmas tree up, y'all. He just putting us to shame. I told him and my aunt, she puts up more than one tree, honey. She done got it on Facebook and Instagram, posting a darn Christmas tree up. But I guess you will enjoy it longer. Honey, you know what? This community is so supportive. All I can tell you about this YouTube, do it because you enjoy it. This is my advice to anybody that wants to get started. Do it because you will enjoy it. Now, it's some nuts. I get thumbs down. Everybody not gonna like me. I don't really care. Y'all like me. Everybody not gonna like you. So don't get thumbs down, get negative comments. Try just brush them off your shoulder. Move on and enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy yourself. Go to channels that you really like. So get upset if nobody don't come back to your channel. Just go to channels that you really like and that you really enjoy watching. Who's supposed to watch you will. God will bless you and your channel will grow. Just make sure that you don't lose the joy of doing it. And leave these nutcases where they at that don't have nothing else to do but be negative. Leave negative Nancy's out the door. I tell you. But anyway. But I tell you all. Well, I'm going to get off here because I said I would stay on here an hour, y'all. You know I love all of you, and I thank you for coming and spending some time with me and enjoying it. And I know you over there eating that doggone tuna, Tyler. You might have a vegetable, but I got a funny feeling you got tuna. I'm jealous. Anyway, y'all have a great night. Y'all know that I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know God loves you the most. And remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. I don't know when I'm going to do another one. I really don't. I'm going to try. Okay. I don't want to stretch myself too far. What I'm going to do is promise at least once a month. I may do more. But I'm going to make myself, this is my goal. This is my goal that I'm going to commit to. At least once a month, I want to come on and do a live. And we'll just get together and have a chat. And if I can do more, I will. I will. And y'all, I say always be kind to yourself and others for a reason. Because a lot of times, we'll treat everybody else great, but we forget to treat ourselves great. And you treat yourself well, you teach others how to treat you. So learn how if you haven't done it. And I had to get to this point. And I still have days when I don't treat myself the best. But you make sure you treat yourself well. You learn how to love yourself. Learn how to treat yourself good. And make sure, I don't care if you're working on anything. I tell people I work on my weight. This is a long process. I don't care what it is you're working on to improve yourself. That's great. But the rest of the day is not promised. love you right where you are today. Learn how to love yourself in your moment right now. And work on improving yourself. Keep working on doing better. Don't let any negativity get into you. But you just really, yeah, I get emotional when I get there because I've been going through with a friend that's really hard on herself. She talks about herself bad all the time, and it's just hard to take. It's hard to hear, but I know it takes time. It took me time to get to that point, so I know it takes time to get to the point where you learn how to appreciate the life that you have, to love who you are. But anyway, that's enough of my preaching, y'all. Oh, tell your husband I said I was so glad to see him. I didn't make a comment yet because I hadn't watched the whole video. But yeah, I was so happy to see him on the video, Miss Inga. Tell Tony he gonna have to get with it. Yes. But anyway, I'm still talking, and I said I was gonna get off here, didn't I? Yeah, I know. I just need to shut up. That's probably why I can't do no dead blessed ASMR because I talk too dang on much. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, I'm just shooting the breeze. I'm just shooting the breeze, Miss Brenda. Just shooting the breeze. Oh, yeah, I was just telling him, you and Tyler and away, girl, y'all just be getting them darn Dollar Trees, and then I go up in there. Here I go with a Dollar Tree. And I'm like, okay, I'm only going, but I did good last time because I only took $5 in there because I just refused to spend any more money. I go in there with the intent of getting one or two items. By the time I'm at the register, it's $25, $30. Because here's my rationale. It's only $1. Girl, go on get it. It's only $1. It's only $1. Yeah, Dollar Tree have your head all swole thinking you rich. I'm up there balling in my dollars. And I'm like, what? You say, what? $25? What? I'm like, and then you always look at your stuff like, what did I buy? Like you in shock. And you know darn well you been in there picking up stuff like you done lost your last mind. Anyway, y'all, I'm really gonna go. I want y'all to have a good night. Know that I love you. And again, thank you so much for joining me. And I'm gonna try to, when I get ready to do a live, I'm gonna try to make sure that I announce them so you all know. But I'm definitely gonna try to aim for one at least once a month. Anyway, love y'all all. Have a good night and have a wonderful and blessed day tomorrow. Bye. Good night.